Hey everyone, bloodmako here, and this is my Lufenia Plus video for Arena's Lost Chapter. And funny thing is, I did not bring Arena or Prompto. Decided to go to with a delete delay comp. I never planned to use Prompto for this anyway, but I wanted his LD just for the sake of collection, you know. I really like FF15, so yeah, that's like basically the reason why I put for Prompto. So I actually tried to do this comp or this Lufenia fight legit, in the sense that I let the bosses take turns, you know, let them go, then I will go, you know, that kind of thing. Didn't have Prompto then, so went with Galuf instead, and he was hitting for once because of their stupid defense shit, and I couldn't remove it by breaking them for some reason. I don't know why. Either that or their defense was just so annoyingly solid that I could not do any damage with Galuf. So I brought Tidus, you know, for the breaks, the delays and stuff. So for those of you who don't know about this mechanic, is that these bosses have to take a turn before they hit the 79% mark, because if they don't, then they will buff themselves. Yes, they need to do this particular skill. It's called Phalanx. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but yeah, they need to do that particular skill. If not, you won't be doing any HP damage to them. Yeah. So brought Ace, Tidus, and Setzer. Setzer obviously for the rainbow numbers. Riggs, he works really well with Ace. You know, Ace follow-up attacks is basically the traps, and it doesn't even bring the Setzer's effect down, because it is often, you know. So that was beautiful. So one of my mistakes actually here was to actually not break A, because A has this yellow aura, and the only way to break it, I guess, is to randomly get a lucky crit. But I think he put up a crit shield or something like that, which is why I'm not even getting lucky with the crits. And the only way to get rid of the yellow streak is that way, you know. So the only way I could was to insta break him, and right there, that was my only insta break. Jack's call, and I didn't use him. In fact, A had this yellow streak for a really long time, so that was definitely my mistake. Because again, I don't really understand these mechanics. For some reason, these bosses are super tanky, even after I break them with the yellow streak, so I don't really understand. And with Setzer's rainbow color damage, it doesn't really matter whether I break them or not, especially since the orb is gone, you know, so I don't have to worry about the tick damage. Sorry, not the tick damage, the orb ticking down basically. Speaking of the orb, the conditions for the orb are very simple: do crit damage or do range damage. If you can do both, it's a +2. If you are only doing either one, then you will only increase the orb by 1. So technically, if you let the bosses go without any often damage, then you will die, basically. And the fact that they put up a crit shield is so annoying. I'm not sure whether it is HP based or they are required to go to get the HP, the crit shield up. But yeah, the only way to remove it is, like I said, to insta break or get lucky with a crit. And as you can see, up till now I have not managed to. Here I am trying to break him, trying to get rid of that 1. But yeah, so for some reason I am not able to get a crit at all. So suggest you just immediately use your insta break. And the reason why I didn't do it, at least, is because of this. You see, right now the bosses are so stacked with debuff that even if I use Jack's call, I cannot apply the debuff. And yes, right here I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to do it. But yes, I could have done that a lot earlier, and then Ace will only be able to put one of his traps. So the way it works is, apparently it counts as 2 different traps: the one that's already triggered and the one that has not triggered. So it counts as two different traps. They are both framed, but only one of them will trigger this blind start, and that is the one that is considered the already triggered one. So you can also manually trigger the trap by using his LD again, or Ace, by using Ace LD again, or by using his HP variant of it. And then they'll reapply the debuff, and then activate the one that has already been put on the boss. Basically, the trap, once the trap expires, it will put the second trap, the activatable one. So yeah, that is why refreshing the LD debuff actually puts another trap on them. So used a Zidane call, a Zidane friend, for a very simple reason. I just wanted to delete their turns. I didn't even need to burst. I could just constantly deleted them. But it's nice to have the damage, you know, the battery, the damage, all kinds of good stuff that comes from Zidane's so busted burst. But yeah, so once the bosses take a turn, well, actually you only need one of them to take a turn, but it's very RNG based because you need them to do that particular skill. So the first one that took a turn, as you guys saw, he didn't use the skill. He used soul flare or something like that. But yeah, the second one did the skill. If not, I would have had to restart this run because it doesn't make sense to let them take so many turns. I don't want their shoe race thing to start. And by doing this run, I completely just ignore that mechanic. But if you are going the normal, you know, let them take a turn kind of run, then they will eventually go to a red shield stance or red shield aura thing, and that's when your brave is shit. your brave damage, your brave battery is shit unless you have someone's burst effect, you know, someone like Butts or maybe your Stola. I'm not exactly sure whether it works, but yeah. So I would suggest that you just delete their turns. You know, don't let them take a turn after they use that one skill. Because look at this. This is in a burst sequence without any shield raised, without any granted without any battery, yes. But look at the damage. It is so sad. It's like 5,000 per brave hit, and I still managed to do 1.9 mil, which is really nice actually. But yeah, so but if you think about it, I had two burst auras stacked with Tidus, even though they're not exactly you know, super supporty like someone like Butts or Yuna, but yeah, two burst effects stacked on him and he only did 1.9, so that is really a shocker, you know. But the bosses are less than 50% health already, the ops are back up. I think it came back up somewhere in the burst sequence, but it didn't really matter. You can't even see their turns anymore. So yeah, this is the way I plan to run this fight. At least I'm definitely not going to try it again. Yeah, they were so annoying when I did the Galu front. So I suspect that doing the Prompto run will be roughly the same. But maybe he has some ignore defense or some shit, you know, or some show crit, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm definitely not going back. Oh, it's also quite nice that Ace still has his the Setzer's buff active, and that is actually why I didn't use his HP variant, because I wanted the buff to be active for the blind start, you know, the Ace trap follow-up thing. So that is the reason why I didn't use that, because it would have wiped, it would have, the Setzer buff would have expired. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So there we go, push back their turns, you know, constantly pushing them back with Tidus, which is the main reason why I kind of brought him, and he is definitely the MVP here, he and Zidane. Ace is just there for the show and the traps. And Setzer also helped a lot, you know, with his rainbow damage shit, but I believe I could have also done this without a friend support, but it will require me to go into summon. And yeah, I didn't need to go into summon right here. I actually managed to finish this without having to summon, and within 30 turns. In fact, I finished it on 30. I could have constantly kept it at 9 because of Tidus, you know, his quick hit stuff, quick hit skill. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I believe I used his Was it C65? But it shouldn't count to the turn. So I'm not sure why it counted, but yeah. Went to the 30th turn and that was it. Oh yes, it was turn 29 that I used his EX or S2, I can't remember. I believe it's EX. And that was why it became 30. It counted the last one. So yeah, definitely doable with old characters. You just need to have the right old characters, if you know what I mean. If you do not have Tidus Burst, someone, in fact Aranea will work really well with her breaks, her re-breaks, her delay, you know, she'll definitely be able to replicate what Tidus is doing. You just have to be more aware and more careful with the boss things. In fact, I would suggest if you're running Aranea, or anyone that can delay one target at least. I'm just reading which one is going to fall, I think. Yeah, the fixed dice. Yeah, I was trying to check which one was the fixed dice turn, if I'm not wrong. But it should definitely be the 3. I mean, the other one is Tidus. Oh, I was trying to read if his C65 will extend fixed dice. And that is also why Tidus doesn't keep going. It's because I needed to reapply the fixed dice constantly. So as I was saying, if you're bringing someone that can delay maybe one turn or one character at a time or one boss at a time, then I will suggest that from the very beginning, you just focus on one boss. You know, delay the guy to oblivion. Let the second boss take one turn. You know, because no matter what, one of the boss needs to take a turn. It's just whether RNG is in your favor or not because of that annoying mechanic. But if he doesn't use that skill, then all you have to do is just reset the run. You know, it's not very difficult. Just have to pray really hard that RNG is in your favor. That's all. So yeah, that's about it. You can also delete their turns. They are not framed. They will never be framed. I guess. I have reached the red shield phase, but their turns were still not framed. So yeah, you don't have to worry about not being able to delete them. So ME call will be good. But like I said, you just have to worry about your debuff slots. And you might consider bringing someone that can instant break, or I believe you have to do crit damage. I'm not sure. No, sorry. For the yellow streak, you have to do the instant break. So bring someone that can instant break, or go through that weird thing. I'm not exactly sure how to go through that. I might put it in the description. But yeah, yellow streaks, break them. Simple as that. And right here, basically, this is it. You know, Tidus is just gonna turn. No, I don't think he turned hot all the way. I actually was trying to get Setzer to go again because of if you notice his buff duration. Yep, that was the last fixed dice. So yeah, I wanted Setzer to go again, but based on the way the turn order was and Tidus just shifting his turn forward, you know, the high turn rate skill, I wasn't able to get fixed dice on him again. A bit of a spoiler, yeah, but Setzer, that was it for Setzer. You know, he applied his last LD and that was it. After this, yeah, in fact, no, nobody took a turn after that. It was just Tidus all the way. So yeah, definitely doable with just a normal burst Tidus. If you don't have Setzer, then Butts would be good, I guess. You know, Butts with his BT plus. Just give his just let him stand there and be an aura bot for the rest of the party. You know, Tidus will definitely be able to do damage, even though he might not be able to break the character. That's all. And again, if you really need to, you can just go into summon phase. You know, buy yourself some time. Tidus will be able to delay them more in the summon phase. You can turn Hawk in the summon phase with Tidus if need to. You know, so definitely doable. You don't even have to use Tidus. You can just use Aranea. She's really good at delaying characters. I mean bosses too. So yeah, guys, this is it. This is the finishing blow. Not a difficult Lufenia if you're doing this strategy. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.